Hello there. We're back with some XCOM 2. Haven't played this in quite a while, but I have been making my way through the first game, which has a pretty tough to get trophy, but I want to get it because I had it back in the day. But you have to beat the game from each of the 5 starting locations, so you have to complete the game 5 times at least. But it's a fun game. I really love XCOM. I had never heard of it before the, I guess, reboot that Firaxis or Firaxis made in, let's see, was it like 2011, 2012? And then, of course, the sequel came out, which I played on the PC. Well, I should say the original, one of the things that really impressed me was how innovative the UI was and how well it worked for console. And in fact, when I play it on PC, oftentimes I will play with a controller. But that's neither here nor there. Basically, I just completely fell in love with the series, even though it has some issues, among them performance. Like, this game still does not perform very well. And by the way, I don't even have any of the DLC installed because I'm just trying to make the game as simple as possible. But they're really fun games. I beat the first one many, many times, and the expansion, Enemy Within, I guess. I've not been able to beat this game, though. It's a little more complex. It's a little more confusing than the first game, so my first playthrough ended up running into a brick wall, and then I just never kind of had the time to take a full swing at it again. So here I am trying to do that. Let's see how I do. I think I'm having a pretty good start. But anyway, that's what I'm up to. It's just a lazy Sunday afternoon, chilling. Really what made me think of it was the rainy map. Anybody who knows me knows that I love rain. And I love rain in video games, so yeah, I have nothing to do. It just kind of put me in the mood to stream, and here we go. But I figured, I mean, I've made videos about this game before. I don't think I've ever really made a concentrated video where I really pour out my thoughts on it. But I mean, it's not too complicated. It's just a game that I really love. I'm looking forward to the third one, although if I don't hear some very specific things from the developers ahead of time, I'm not going to play it at launch. I'm going to wait till it's been patched, because these games, like I said, have some pretty awful performance. But I try not to hold it against them too much. They're really charming, and the original especially is a big part of my PS3 experience, despite it being relatively late to the party. I definitely remember it fondly. So yeah, it's a turn-based strategy, and lately I've been playing a lot of my strategy games. As I catch up on my backlog, I finally decided to start taking a crack at these. I have Valkyria Chronicles 4. I'm about maybe a third of the way through that, and I like it, but it's a little tedious because it's so formulaic, and then you get punished very severely if you make a mistake, and you usually have to start the mission over right away, and then each mission has some kind of gimmick that you need to learn, so it can be a little frustrating. Let's see, I'm kind of talking too much for my own good, to be honest. I should be concentrating a bit more.
Roger that.
I recently picked up Fell Seal, which I really like because it is so much like Final Fantasy Tactics that it scratches a very specific itch. The problem with it, though, it's that it's too much like Final Fantasy Tactics, which means that it really requires a fair amount of grinding, which is already kind of a problem, but considering that that game doesn't have a ton of variety in its like mission types. Like, there's not really missions; it's just battles and dialogue, and so the missions don't have a ton of variety. So it gets a little old, and so I kind of put a stop to that playthrough for a while. Definitely going to go back to it, but just kind of want to take a break. The story is good, but it's not like mind-altering or very groundbreaking, so I don't really feel compelled to like see the conclusion or anything. Obviously, this game is a lot less about story and more kind of about getting you immersed in the feeling of, you know, running XCOM. Okay, so this thing's pretty far away. And that's what I like about it is the, you know, there's this tactical side of it that I'm engaged in right now. And then there's also the strategy side of it. And they just meld really, really well. I think. Oh, so I am hidden. Okay, I'm getting confused because I took a break from the last mission. Okay, don't want to alert these guys yet. This guy. Okay, so this guy will get discovered too. I don't want to run around making a bunch of noise. Can't hack the towers because I have one of those events that's penalizing me right now for that. So I guess I'm just going to go around these guys.
Running.
So yeah, I have a lot of respect for XCOM. I think that this is one of the more like fun and innovative IPs to hit gaming in a while, to be honest. Like, I mean, there's not. I think gaming is, in a lot of respects, pretty stale. And playing games like this like really reminds me of the old days of gaming, like on the NES and even SNES, where there weren't a ton of games all the time. So you kind of like, if you really wanted to play something, sometimes you would play something a little outside of the box or outside of your comfort zone, I guess. And you know, that's how I learned that I liked a lot of games, like especially strategy games, some of those like very early strategy games, like Romance of the Three Kingdoms, way back on the NES. And so I've always tried to recommend. I think this game is a really great streaming game too. I'm sure someone with a bigger audience than me could take better advantage of it, but I think if you get a couple people and you start naming some of the characters after them, it can be really fun.
Moving. Moving to Overwatch.
Und ab geht's.
Kind of want to get this guy away from here in case I start walking over here. I'll do this.
Eso haré. Nähere mich der Zielposition.
There's no exit on this side. You can't have a building with no. Is that a door? Oh, there is a door there. Okay.
I'm on the move. On Overwatch.
Bin auf dem Weg.
So I was saying that I've been playing the first game because if you watch the channel, you'll know that I have been playing the heck out of some PS3 games over the past couple of years and really making my way through a lot of games that I played before or that I kind of half played or didn't play. And that has been a whole lot of fun, making that journey again. Highly recommend that to anybody.
Mighty boy.
But just recently I've been playing XCOM, and the base. So for some reason, you can get the patched base XCOM game, but there was some DLC for that which is unavailable. And so I guess unless you played it before, you can't play it now, and you can't install. There's no way to find it anymore, which is kind of weird. Not sure why a developer, publisher, or a platform would do that exactly, unless there was something wrong with it. Maybe there's, but I don't. I mean, I played it, so I don't remember there being any kind of like corruption or anything. And then there was the expansion, which is basically a retread of the game, but with a lot of quality of life improvements, which really did make a difference. But base XCOM is a little rough to play. So as I've been making my way through it, I got through the first campaign, no problem, but by the time I've been like halfway through the second one, I was kind of missing some of those features. So I found myself reinstalling this, and also the multiplayer for that game is completely dead, which is something I really enjoyed about XCOM, but it's kind of hard to get people to play, and you're never really. I'm sure on PC you can find people all the time, but on consoles it's a little tougher. I guess I'm not in a hurry, so I'll just hope I don't lose that shot.
Bin unterwegs. Scanne Gebiet.
But yeah, I highly recommend these games. And if you're playing on PC, the base, the first game, I guess, has a ton of mods that really make it a lot of fun. And the second one, of course, has a ton of mods. Although even on PC, it's kind of a challenge to get this game to run in a nice way. It does not want to play friendly. I mean, it has a ton of effects and like visual flares going on at all times, so you can kind of forgive it, but I do wish they had done away, or gave you a better option of doing away with some of this stuff to kick up performance. Ooh, these guys are right here. And this is what I love about turn-based games like this. It's just like lazy Sunday afternoon, just chilling, drinking some coffee, You know, it's not rainy out there or anything, but it's a little overcast. And I can just relax to this, take my time, think about all these moves. Never see why some people seem to have such a problem with turn-based games. It's like, don't you ever just want to relax? Holy shit. I guess some people just do something else to relax, not play games, but I can understand that. I guess I can kind of go here. Well, let's see. No, there's not really a ton. Okay, don't lie to me. Sometimes the UI in this game will lie to you. Okay, cool. And the character will take actually a different route than what it's showing here.
Move into designated position. Looks like hostiles over here.
Just now saw those guys.
Got it covered. Bien reçu. En route vers la cible. Scan en cours.
Oh, look at that.
Rücke zu Zielkoordinaten vor. Gebe Feuerschutz.
Here's the tough part. Are they gonna go back? So basically, in this mission, I have to protect this thing, so they're just gonna keep firing at it until I kill everybody. So basically, I have to just engage them, but they're a little spread out, and I didn't have a grenadier to bring, so I don't have a ton of... In fact, nobody has any grenades or explosives. So that's going to make it a challenge. So I got to really punch through these guys pretty quick. So I think either I try to get closer, I can try to go this way and hopefully get a little closer, and then maybe defend the area, just let them come at me, or I can try to just start punching through these guys. Let's see, how far can you move? You can go pretty fucking far. So he can probably kill, he or she, it's Sylvia. She can kill at least one of these guys. I'm sure these guys will, at least one of them will come around over here. These guys can hustle a little bit. So I think I should try to kill this alien, right? Wish I had eyes on him already. That would make me feel better. Because if I run over here and waste half a turn just getting over here, that's going to be annoying. Oh, wait. Oh, I guess that window's already broken. Never mind. Didn't look like it before. So, let's do this, buddy.
Begebe mich zur Zielposition.
Let's just check the hacking. You gotta check it. I don't think I can do this. 40%. See, this is like really hard to read, I think. So the easiest one is here in the middle, right, which is the first option, and it's 60% unlock chance. And then over here on the left, I have an unlock chance of 40%. So I think that's basically my hacking ability, which is also represented at the bottom as 55, as opposed to the tower has an 80 rating of security, I guess. But I wish it just fucking told me, like, this is your... these are the odds, okay? Anyway, yeah, I don't think I can do this. So let's just start shooting. I'll go for the sectoid first. Hopefully he doesn't run away too far. Might have to send my ranger after him.
Sie haben uns gefunden.
Also, the other thing about this game, the sequel, is that there is definitely a refinement in the mechanics. Like, just a lot of things just make a lot more sense. Things like hit percentages, and there's a lot more like abilities and stuff in the game, and I think they did a really good job of incorporating them into it, so that nothing, like, there's nothing that feels broken in this game where you're like, oh, every time I use so-and-so weapon or something, it's weird. Well, maybe aside from the mechs, but generally I think they did a pretty bang-up job of putting this together. Okay, so I can probably... Okay, let's just check the sword. That's the only guy? And it's not even a kill. That's only 25. Wow. Wow! It's annoying because the Rangers don't start with run and gun in this game, so they're not as mobile. I mean, he can just kill him. It's not even a thing.
Je confirme.
So yeah, I guess let's just do that. Wait. My fucking god, I can't shoot this? Or that's the guy? Who's the yellow? What? This is so weird. 67. But it's telling... Okay, okay, clearly the UI is broken here, right? If you look at the bottom, it says 25 above the little red alien head, right? And it says 25 where the sectoid is. It skips whoever that is in yellow. I'm not sure why they are marked as yellow, because that usually means that I haven't flanked. But it's not this guy. So at the bottom it says 44%, but where the enemy is it says 67%. And then here it says 64 and nothing where the character is. So, you know, it's stuff like that that'll, like, kind of piss you off about this game. It's like... like, I just want to take a shot. Okay, there's a 64. free, action free, action free, action. Nope, didn't get it. At least I killed one of them.
Boy.
So I gotta take a chance on this guy and just push him up as far as I can.
Bien.
Okay, cool. So I think I'm in a good place. Hopefully nobody gets killed right now.
They're all over me!
Bleib aus meinem Kopf raus.
Not sure I can make bearings.
Yikes. 5? That's a lot.
I can give it a try.
Yeah, please give it a try. The game's got a lot of personality. That's another thing, you know. That's another thing in its favor. It's got some charm.
Rücke zur Zielkoordinaten
Has a sense of
vor.
humor. Enough of a sense of humor, anyway. You know. Should probably consider that, actually. But I really want to kill this guy.
Ziel eliminiert. Was mit sich rum?
That's weird. Why is there no... Weird. What? Could I go there or not? It's pretty strange. Okay. So let's keep this guy over
Bien
here.
compris. J'y vais. Là, l'objectif. Menace 1-5, we've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear at all costs.
Oh, and there's a ton of like customization. I'm just this for anybody that hasn't played the game. Customization options for your characters. You can make them speak in several different languages. It's pretty cool. So it's a very like international friendly game, which is another thing I appreciate.
Loupé.
I'm not sure. I think the developer's American. There might be British. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a very multi-flagged kind of game. Pretty cool. Man, I really need this critical. No, actually what I need to do is heal this guy. What's the radius? You're tearing me apart, Lisa! Okay. Why is this guy so stuck in here? I guess he took such a hit that he can't walk very far, and he can't use his sword for some reason. That's really kind of fucked up. And his aim is all off. Holy shit, they really... Is it because he's targeted? Pretty weird, man. Alright.
Understood. Moving out.
It's better safe than sorry. I can't believe this fucking idiot missed. It doesn't happen as much in this game as the other one, but... Holy shit, that's annoying. I don't think I'll get away with killing the officer, so I'm just going to take a chance on the Lancer. There we go. Okay, hope nobody dies. That would kind of piss me off, to be honest.
I'll get him next time. Not like this!
Oh, fuck that. Fuck that. Bullshit. Okay. So this is how I play this game. Save scum, baby. It's kind of the only way to do it. I mean, if you... Especially in the sequel, like... You can easily get to a point in this game where you cannot progress. And not only that, like, it'll take... You'll be dead in the water, and it'll take several turns for the game to, like, come and mercy kill you. Which is extra annoying. In the first game, you can recover, and you can... I mean, like I said, the first game is a little bit less complex. So I've beaten the final mission of the first game with, like, 2 soldiers left. You know, 2 out of 6, basically. This game gets impossible. Like, you gotta really min-max this game to succeed. And it's worth it. It's fun learning, but it's kind of like this. I got really far in my first campaign, and you know, I beat my first campaign in the first XCOM. It was a little shabby by the end, but I beat it. This one, no, there's no way. And like, I got to a point, even playing like this, where you know I have a save to go back to. I got to a point where I just could not continue. And by the way, I don't play a whole lot of games like this. I think it's kind of necessary in this game. Obviously, once you learn the game and you're going to try to do Iron Man, that's entirely doable. But unless you really know what you're doing, and you know, as an experienced XCOM 1 and the expansion player, you would think that I would have been familiar enough with this game, but it's just different enough that it can really surprise you. Again, not enough for me to be put off of the game, but I'm sure a lot of players have picked this up and given up on it. Now, the cool thing about this game is once you've been through a mission,
Got it covered.
you generally get an idea of how much ground you can cover, and your second turn should not be as torturous as your first attempt.
Dann mal los.
You can kind of bunch them up a little bit more and take more risks because I mean, you know, the game has a formula for sure.
Es hora de correr.
But it can still be very, very challenging. Some of the later missions in these games can really push you through your paces. I guess before when I played, I must have looked away when that happened, because I did not see them shooting at that. See, that's annoying.
Closing on target position now.
I do feel like it's a little unfair to have these, like, random people that can also spot you. It's like, I don't know. Like, maybe on some maps, but it's like, why are these people just hanging around? I don't know. Again, not a huge deal, but...
Bewegung, Bewegung.
It does make a little bit more sense in the context of this game's, like, visibility system. But I would have taken probably just like a weaker enemy type, and then given a couple of those a patrol somewhere on the map. Just my preference.
Je me dirige vers la position. Vigilance.
Vamos, vamos, vamos.
Try to kind of go for it this time. I think I need to try to get into a building and go from there, because if they can come at me from any direction, I'm a little too vulnerable.
Bien, me muevo al objetivo. Todo cubierto.
Reçu 5 sur 5. Location confirmed.
Verstanden. Rücke ab. Verstanden. Enemigos Halte die Augen offen.
I might try to play online a little bit later too. Okay, so far pretty good. Made it pretty much across, at least halfway through. I think I can make it in here. So I think this will be my area of operations.
Je confirme. Je suis dessus. Confirmed. Scanning.
Bestätigt. Afirmativo. Rücke aus.
Copy that. Cinq sur 5.
Afirmativo, en camino. Poniéndome en guardia. Feuerschutz.
Okay, here they come. Ooh. Ooh, I called it just right. Love when that happens. Just right. Oh, this is perfect. Okay.
Ça roule. Je vais vers la position.
I love it because this game actually has like a stealth element. It's pretty cool.
Moving out. Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, this is pretty much exactly what I needed.
Begebe mich zu dieser Position. Scanne Gebiet.
Not really great for this guy.
Yo me
Wish I'd
encargo.
known that actually. Oh.
Nos ven.
Oh, wait, I didn't see the square. Oh well.
Adjusting aim.
Fühlt sich nicht gut an. Recibiendo
Thank
tiros.
God for that. Twice? Nope.
Wechsle Position. Hilf ihnen.
Yeah, it's hard for me to look at stuff like this, unfortunately. It does really kind of confound me, and makes me take longer to do something that's actually pretty simple. So, I guess let's do this.
Enemy down.
And then
Desde luego. Solo lo mejor.
Ooh. That's not good.
Puedo intentarlo. Gremlin Highland.
I really gotta get down here and kill this motherfucker. So.
Moving on target location.
Well, luckily the sword seems to do like extra damage. I don't know that from before.
Target neutralized. Something over here. I'm sure the doctor will.
Oh, that's cool. Let's see. Just shoot. Almost. So close.
Bestätigt. Rücke aus.
Literally just gonna put him there and hopefully he'll take a shot at it. All this is blocked.
Affirmatif, j'y
This building idea
On a
didn't
l'objectif en ligne de mire.
help me too much.
Menace 1-5, we've got a line on the target. Move to protect that gear at all costs.
Yep, thank you. Yeah, so didn't really get me.
Reçu, bouge.
Aquí llegan disparos.
Wish I could have seen that. That's XCOM, you know, this is kind of what you get with this game. For whatever reason. You know, this game's been out for a while, it's been patched. But I guess that's the best they can do.
Claro que sí.
Which is why the third game, when it releases, is not an automatic buy for me. I know until I hear that it's as stable as possible.
I'm on the move. Come get some.
Drücke aus. Gebe Feuerschutz.
Je suis parti. Affirmatif, je couvre la zone.
Guess I know where they are.
Bin schon unterwegs.
Je vais vers la position. Vigilance.
Bin dabei.
Orders confirmed. Moving out. On Overwatch.
Fechore.
Je suis en route. Reste en observation.
Allá voy. Tropas de Adven avistadas.
Yeah, for some reason the sword just kills the shit out of the sectoids. That's really cool. I'm trying to remember the last time I played this game and if it's been patched since, because it feels a little bit more fluid than last time I played it.
Begebe mich zum Ziel.
Wish I had one grenade at least.
Na los, zeigt euch.
Nice.
Je m'en suis occupé. Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
I love this game. Some pretty long load times. Again, even on PC, this game is not a technical marvel. Even on PC, and on PS4, it suffers pretty bad. Can't speak for the Xbox. I assume it's similar. So you really got to bear with it. But you can pick this up on sale, and it does have a ton of DLC. I haven't picked up the expansion yet because I figure I should at least beat the base game. Especially considering how long the game's been out. And then maybe someday I'll get around to doing the full expansion. What I've noticed is the DLC actually kind of breaks the game, so maybe that's not such a good recommendation. Like, I specifically have not installed any DLC for this. It does kind of make the calendar go haywire, actually, yeah. So, something to keep in mind. But the content is there, so.
Hello, Commander.
Well, I did have to restart it. I wasn't at first playthrough. Got myself a scientist. Cool. Okay, so I'm debating if I need to hire somebody else. Because I haven't, usually by now I would have had a new recruit for one of the missions. Let's see how much money I got. 114, no, because I'm about to build, what?
New orders, Commander? Having never stepped foot in one of the city centers, I've never actually had one of these Advent burgers I keep hearing rumors about. No one really seems to be asking the hard questions either. Like, when was the last time you even saw a cow?
I didn't hear what you said. Saw what? Yeah, this game's great if you like micromanaging things like me, obviously. It's awesome for that. Yeah, I do kind of feel like I need one more person at least. I don't have enough money for the building anyway. Let's just see what we have here. Okay, this is where it gets crazy. Like, the first game wasn't like this. The world map worked very differently, and it was a lot simpler. And I kind of like what they're going for here, but they don't really pull it off, and it's very confusing. And I think this is the part where it's kind of unfairly confusing to new players. I at least kind of grasped it, you know, eventually, but if you don't know what you're doing, you will like really screw yourself over on the world map in this game. And if you're not pushing the right buttons, and sometimes buttons are reversed from functions that you might think you would want. So like right now I feel like I've been trying to get this engineer, I've been stuck on this one day to get this engineer for like 6 weeks. So hopefully I can just get this person now.
I am sure you will find the results.
Okay, see, one more thing. This is where it gets crazy. Like, another thing happened before I got the fucking engineer, you know? It's like, okay, I'm gonna assign more research. Okay, and now it's gonna tell me what I learned.
World out there, filled with these shape-shifting creatures, or are they merely another
tell me all sorts of stuff.
Genetic tampering?
So I can do this instantly now. Okay.
Sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past 20
do that.
years is a testament to both
New
the
research.
aliens' mastery of genetic
3
engineering
days.
and their pursuit of advancement, regardless
But actually, I'm gonna do.
I foresee a number of valuable applications stemming from this technology. I'll have a report assembled as soon as the research is complete.
What can I do for you, Commander?
Yeah, this is another thing that's confusing. I think assigning your engineers is a huge part of this game, but for some reason, actually doing it, it's like... is not... it's confusing. Okay, so that's 10 days. Cool. What I need right now is money. Okay, so I got another engineer? Okay, no, that's... okay. It's telling me about the engineer I got, even though I already assigned her to a task. Okay. And now it's telling me there's another task. So, yeah, it's just kind of weird how this works, because it just starts throwing a bunch of stuff at you, and a lot of it's similar. And it gets really confusing. You really have to watch out for yourself. And it just seems like it shouldn't be that complicated, you know?
Avenger plotting new course.
Hopefully spend 3 days here. Okay, cool. Okay, see, that was like 2 different occasions that tried to get me to fly over to headquarters, which I don't want to do because that will make the time advance. Something could happen, you know, and the game, it almost feels like it's daring you to not know that. It just seems kind of like sadistic. Because things will keep popping up if you're not careful, if you're unlucky too. It's really confusing.
Advance officers might be more resourceful than your average trooper, but I doubt our forces will have any trouble bringing in a test subject for Tigan to look at, especially since he's not asking for a line. There's not a whole lot that surprises me these days, but I'm definitely curious to see if the chip we pulled from the commander really is connected to the ones Advent's been using in their captains.
Did I save? I did. Cool. Really need to get some armor. These guys are still pretty low on everything, and I don't have any. I have 2 upgraded weapons, but no like character upgrades. So those haven't kicked in yet. Do I need one more person? Holly Hall. Well, how can you do without Holly Hall? Come on. 25 supplies, huh? Okay, might as well. This is probably... Once you cross a certain, like, time spent playing, you don't really want to start recruiting new soldiers because they won't be leveled up enough by the end, unless you really want to grind out some extra missions or something, but who wants to do that? So I mean, I enjoy this game, but I don't want to drag out the campaign any more than I have to. That's what I was forgetting. I knew I kept coming in here for a reason. Where am I? Oh, did I remove them too? Yeah, I did. Never mind. So I got some... I got this mission, some rookies. Okay, so there's some... Of course, right after I recruit somebody. There's some more supplies. Could do that. Supplies. I can finish this. Might be a good idea. Getting intel. I don't really need the intel right now. Let's just go back one more time and look at engineering.
Hey, Commander.
I got 2 of those. Mimic beacon. Nah, see, I don't really use this stuff too much. Yep, just gotta wait.
Dragon seems to have a habit of scratching that.
So let's make some contact.
Setting course for Sector 1, the Arctic. Resistance Communications Facility now operational.
I think that'll work.
Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
Yep, okay. Hitting the milestones pretty early on here.
Objective added.
Commander, we've established contact with the local resistance, and we can move on the Advent Black Site on your order. We should make sure our troops are fully equipped and ready for a tough mission. I'm guessing security will be tight at the facility. Commander, I've updated our current objectives based on the most recent findings.
I feel like I should save here, so I'm gonna do a cheeky little just so I don't lose too much time in case I have to, you know, this game can be a little cheap sometimes. Let's make sure it's not gonna do it right now.
Avenger plotting new course.
At least.
Setting course for East Asia.
And I suppose Maybe I don't have to do this mission right away. I always like to do them right away. But it does kind of feel like you get interrupted a lot in this game. Nope. Gravely wounded. Not taking care of my people, man. Well, let's get my ranger in there. Let's get my grenadier. Specialist. Does that mean you have that? No, I got it. I have 3 sharpshooters? That's my problem. Got 3 fucking snipers. Kinda sucks. Ooh, let's see what I should get. Okay, let's see.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Squad green to deploy.
Targeting an Advent troop transport that Resistance forces managed to disable in this region. The aliens aren't expecting to see us, so this is our chance to seize whatever technology they've got on board that thing. We're expecting heavy resistance at the site. Move in and neutralize all hostile contacts and secure the area.
Another kind of sort of criticism of this game is that a lot of the missions are time-based, and you generally have enough turns to do them. Some of the later ones, like, it can get pretty iffy. I mean, you can still beat them, but it generally results in you having to play the mission several times and just getting like a perfect run finally. And pretty lucky sometimes. Sometimes you have to really kind of just play it until the RNG goes your way, you know. That's not too pleasant.
The Advent troop transport is nearby. Engage and eliminate all hostile forces.
Position confirmed. Afirmativo. Los.
Without the introduction of human DNA, these creatures once operating under the guise of thin men now show their true form. A purely reptilian species.
No reason for them to hide. The aliens don't need an infiltration unit anymore. No need to ask twice.
Taking a chance.
Confirmed.
I kinda need to just engage, and since those snakes are a huge pain in the ass, actually, I should just get it over with. Thing is, I'd rather... See, I'm trying to work out a way that I can just kill them. First of all, I gotta move this guy so that he doesn't get discovered.
Move into designated position.
Hopefully he's good there.
Biete Feuerschutz.
This works. This works.
Giù la testa! Siamo visibili qui!
Oh shit. Okay, so pretty tough armor there. Was not expecting that. I really thought that shot would take care of him.
Position confirmed.
Nope. Of course.
Not good.
And
I'll
you
get him
missed
next
too.
time.
What a jerk off. Breathing good.
Ich fühle mich nicht so gut.
And he destroyed the tree in the process. Okay.
Enemies down.
Well, there goes the element of surprise, but at least I got rid of
Begebe mich zur Zielposition.
the snake. Hopefully there's not another
Biete
one.
Feuerschutz.
Otherwise that was not exactly pretty.
Parto. Monto la guardia. Moving. Scanning. That's affirmative. We've got Advent here. Mancato.
Nothing.
Beim nächsten Mal treffe ich ihn.
Hmm. 0% critical, so I'm not going to kill him anyway. And they're not officers, so maybe this won't bite me in the ass too much, but I think I'm going to retreat.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Moving on target location. Yeah, I didn't get it. Burning through ammo
Not
fast.
one break, huh? Well, I guess I'll take the Overwatch. I mean, might as well.
I'm all right.
Kind of what I was counting on, so hopefully. There we go. Okay.
Good to go.
Let's try it. Dang it. Really needed a kill there.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Wait, why did my turn end? It said it was blue. Fucking hell. That's part of XCOM. Sometimes the UI lies to you and makes you miss a turn.
Bedrohung ausgeschaltet. Die Munition wird knapp.
Mi muovo. Bersaglio mancato. Munizioni in esaurimento. Cover the flanks.
I'm under fire.
Okay. It almost doesn't make sense, but maybe it does. I'll just go with it.
Tanti saluti. Mi servono munizioni. No longer something we could use here.
Ooh, nice. That was a good pickup.
I got it.
Hell yeah. Kind of needed something like that for a while now. Alright, you need to fucking reload.
Bin unterwegs. Alles im grünen Bereich. Move into designated position. Overwatch.
Affermativo, mi muovo. Sono di nuovo pronto.
Verstanden. Bin unterwegs. Mir entgeht nichts. Moving to Overwatch.
Good copy, moving on target. Got it covered.
I have no idea where. There's at least one more squad. Probably, maybe two. I have no idea where they could be. It's about the same area. I'm gonna go this way, I guess.
Schon unterwegs.
Ordine ricevuto. Eseguo.
Moving to position. Got it covered.
Affirmative. Moving out. Good to go.
Not much space.
Verstanden. Bewege mich zum Ziel. Heilen! Feuerschutz.
It's funny, I don't remember the... You do get, like, some of the skills from the first game, but you get them much later than I remember. I guess I haven't played the game in a while, but... I feel like a lot of stuff is different since
Sto andando.
that time I played it. I want to say it's been like a full 2
Sto
years,
di
so
guardia.
anything's possible.
Okay. I've got eyes on Advent troops.
Cool. Yeah.
Ziel neutralisiert.
Okay.
Target neutralized.
I think I have to kind of risk this, right?
Okay.
Hope this works. Did not work. Interesting.
I'm looking ugly over here.
Ooh.
Ordine ricevuto, mi muovo. Bersaglio neutralizzato. Status confirmed. All hostiles are down and the area is secure. Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Okay. It's a little rough, but I got it done. Cool, man. I feel like this is going to be a good run of this game. I just have to keep being careful, obviously. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go recruit those rookies. And I got to just kind of take my time just a little bit longer and grind out a couple missions to get them up to speed, and then I'll have a pretty full team, hopefully. Even though I have to, and that'll compensate for me having to put off building the training facility. Yeah, it's going pretty good. Happy about that. Still use paper notes because I'm old school. Okay, definitely gotta save. I think my squad is all shot up to shit, to be honest. Let's go look at them. You know, yeah, I'm having to play pretty fast and loose. Luckily no one's died, but... not looking too hot. I gotta go get those rookies now. Nothing, right? No deceased soldiers. Fuck yeah. And how's my research doing?
Work is well underway.
Weapons.
I must admit, having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
Commander?
Ooh, I really gotta get that power plant built. Okay. 2 engineers.
I wish we had a simulator for Bradford to practice on. If he crashes this ship, I might just hand him over to Advent myself.
I don't blame Shen for wanting to keep an eye on Taigen, but at this point, we need all the help we can get.
Oh yeah, I got some goodies. Forgot about that. Another hair trigger. I guess I can keep putting them on the rifles. Missed shots do damage. That'll be good for the for this class for sure. I guess let's do it. Green? Sure. Excuse me. It's allergy season. As you can see, I'm annoyingly organized in this game because it does help. Helps me anyway. Oh, black market. That is something I could use. Although right now I have a shitload of money. No, what I need is my rookies.
Avenger plotting new course.
Let's go get these people.
Power relay construction initiated.
Cool. Moving right along. I think I'm doing this pretty much right. Let's see. Anybody recover? Man, people stay wounded in this game for a while. I mean, of course, I haven't built the training facility.
Hello, Commander.
Okay, soon. Not very soon, actually.
aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Okay, just give me the soldiers. Nope, one more thing.
Commander, we've received
it's
word
crazy.
that the aliens have completed a facility devoted to their work on the Avatar project. If we can establish contact with the local resistance forces in this region, we can make a move on that facility and destroy it to set back the aliens' operation.
The aliens have just finished a new facility tied to the Avatar project, Commander. If we can make contact with resistance forces in the region, we could move on that facility and set back the aliens.
It's a lot, but I can make use of them. Grenade ammo. Let's go look at these folks. Okay, I got a full roster now. Anytime Decogla. Got a uniform here, soldier. Got a ton of people now. It's crazy. Lightly wounded. A lot of bandanas. Bunch of ruckus. It's got a ton of money too.
What can I do for you, Commander?
What do I got? Ambush. Supplies. Black market. Gain intel. Black site. Alien facility. Let's do this. I got all that intel early in the game.
Regional zone. Attempting to establish local regional
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Hell yeah. 20 intel. UFO. Needs improved threat response. Okay, reinforcements. I guess since I have the intel, let's go ahead and reveal. Admiral staff's movement of resistant resources decreasing supplies as the next supply drop by 50%. I have supplies right now. I'm just gonna keep doing this.
The outcome of this research can only further our advances, Commander.
These magnetic-based weapons are a lot like the early...
Totally forgot about the research branch of this game. Wow, I was so concentrated on everything.
Although I would expect to be growing more accustomed.
I'm just, yeah, again, I'm just
had
like,
realistic
kind of wasting time
expectations
until
as to the
all my
limited
facilities
resources
are
and
built
facilities
properly. Let's check
available
on
to
this.
employ
3
the
more
Avengers.
days.
I have to say, it's taken some
We're
getting
getting
used to.
there.
Even with the ship's dampening field,
I need
frequent
some
turbulence
engineers,
and the occasional
but
evasive
this will
maneuver
help
make
a
it
lot.
difficult to conduct experiments of any notable sensitivity. I may have to adapt my research techniques to maintain efficiency under these conditions.
Oh, and since I haven't
Orders,
sold anything,
Commander?
I am full of... And I never have to buy that because I don't need it. Excellent. Okay, cool.
What do you know about these gene therapy clinics, Doctor? They seem like a big draw for the cities right now.
Having worked in one of the facilities, I can tell you firsthand. They do offer a level of medical care unmatched by any previous effort in our history. The aliens have effectively cured all of humanity's greatest ailments. Cancer, malaria, AIDS. The process is relatively simple.
As long as you're compliant.
These two.
Yes. The price of admission is acceptance of all Advent policies. For many people, that's hardly a consideration. A minor inconvenience, at most.
I'm beginning to see the appeal.
Supplies, intel.
Setting course for
How can
Sector
I
14,
resist?
East Asia.
And actually here I'm going to take a break. I got to get some lunch. But I'll be back later. Thanks, y'all. Bye.